Alright, and we're back with more Star League for low percent races, so congrats to Bum for winning the last race against Krill, and for the amazing performance that definitely is going to be highlighted. That was absolutely insane. Super jump off a frog that saved him at the end, and then won by like 5 or 10 seconds. But now we're on to FatRat27 versus SchnitzelDX. Once again, pro low percent races, best 2 out of 3. Each racer has 15 minutes to either complete the game or get as far as they possibly can, and whoever gets the farthest or wins first will receive a point. I'm joined by Pibonacci again for commentary.
Hey again.
And we'll try and get started as soon as we possibly can here. Races will begin in just about a minute.
Should start these rather soon, or FatRat is doing other things to this poor cricket.
Really crazy stuff last round, holy crap. That was amazing. Let's see if these guys can top that.
Hard, but it's possible.
I haven't seen FatRat and Schnitzel play much, so I'll have to see how good they are in comparison.
Both definitely solid as well. Don't know, Schnitzel's a bit rusty. Don't think he played this too much lately.
We're starting in about 30 seconds here. Yeah, so far, a great way to start races. That was a pretty hype beginning.
Definitely. Can't get much better.
Well, that's your job, Pib, but you gotta make it even better once we get to your races.
No pressure.
Yeah, none at all.
The races are about to start with a little delay.
Yep. Working with delay as best we can, so hopefully our racers will begin right around the same time that we do our timer.
But yeah, it worked out really well on the last race with a really close finish.
Hey, the walls aren't shifting.
Yeah, how did they deal with that? That's cheating.
Did they kill Olmec already? I thought Olmec was the reason the wall shifted. Okay, so they've already both won, so good job, guys.
Yeah.
Next race. Yeah, FatRat using Eskimo. Schnitzel, I think, is the first freaking Abraham Lincoln guy of the day.
I think he is. Well, of the day,
definitely. The tournament, you know. What characters haven't we seen? We haven't seen, the Tiger guy.
Seen my character before?
I think we saw... Fishy played your character. Fishy won 289. Fishy was really hyped about it in chat.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, I don't think anybody's played the Tiger guy. I mean, the only people that I know that play the Tiger guy are me and Kenneth Kenneth doesn't really stream, so... But on to races. I think they're both on the 1-4 here, so...
Schnitzel already lost 2 health.
Oh, that's true.
So that's a bit of a rough start. FatRat also leading into the jungle. Had a skin crawling level there, but it was a straight down one where you didn't have to deal with the spiders, so that worked out just well.
There was an off-screen arrow trap for Schnitzel, but he was already whipping something, so he got lucky there. That could have been the end of him.
Definitely.
Both races onto the jungle, otherwise known as the legendary Green Mines. See how the race goes. I mean, if it's anything like last race, this should be over pretty quickly. But
they are not messing around today, yeah. Lots of orange frogs everywhere.
Yeah. I hear bees. I see bees.
For Schnitzel, but he's not able to go around there.
Oh.
You see, no, the orange frog is really convenient actually.
Oh wow.
Nice to run away from this one bee and go around.
The orange frogs are the real hero of this race.
That definitely slowed him down a bit.
I hear rushing water. Schnitzel just giving us a quick showcase of every single possible special level. Oh, and he has to go under
the water area.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Okay.
He still dealt with it pretty well, but it was almost impossible to avoid damage there.
Yeah, down to 1 health.
Dead
We'll
from
see what he
above,
does.
Caveman from the right, and Piranhas from below. He didn't really have many outs. FatRat was a really good time for a race into the ice caves.
Yeah, he's already on the ice caves. It's just falling really quickly.
It has nice resources.
Yep.
However, there goes 1 roll.
That's true.
It has 4 resources but 1 health, so I don't know really what's better here.
Looks like Schnitzel, okay, he didn't have to use the rope there. He's on the wrong side. Oh wait, maybe he does! Yeah, he does.
Nah, he could have just gone for the tricky jump there. That's totally something you want to do in races.
Exactly.
Save a rope.
Both racers still being around a level within each other.
Holding a pretty fast pace here.
And Schnitzel's handling his 1 health situation pretty well.
It does just mean he has to go slower now. FatRat on
well.
pace for like, what's 220 into the temple? That's just... Nice
That's
pace
really solid.
again.
Ooh! Most there,
Likely
good call by
presence for
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Of course, Schnitzel, continuing to show us all the special levels. This one is called, I sense a psychic presence, and it's very good for low percent.
Definitely.
Oh, FatRat onto the temple. Schnitzel just a level behind in 3-4. So far, a pretty great performance by both racers. Schnitzel still holding out of that 1 health as hard as he can.
Yeah, and he actually also caught up a bit level-wise, did he?
Yeah, they're both
Wasn't
within
he
a level of
further
each other.
behind? He has a mine, both have a mine into the temple. He gets a really nice 4-1, yeah, it's gonna be... If he survives, it's gonna be close again.
Let's see.
FatRat is opting to play it safe here. Using the mine, and is on the wrong side of the path.
Yeah. This is Schnitzel's chance to catch up.
That swamp is not fun to deal with. Handled it really well. Both
Right.
handling for 3 more or less on the same pace. So we just continue the trend of close races all day.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Oh, that lava pit is fun down there.
Oh!
What happened to Schnitzel?
Schnitzel got hit by
Wow.
a caveman. Oh,
Yeah,
and
good.
FatRat! It's tied up.
FatRat got hit by a mummy, and there we go.
It's tied on 4-3 now. Racers are gonna have to get back to 4-3, otherwise we might have to deal with some overtime here.
We are still in the situation where both are basically at exactly the same pace, just in the mines again now.
Wow. Back to the beginning for our racers. I mean, I figured FatRat wouldn't be dying, but you know, it doesn't matter how much health you have. In low percent, a mummy hit is, you know, usually your death.
Could have used the gold there to trigger the arrow trap instead.
Yeah, but he accidentally picks it up, so rip no gold. I think that's the bigger
Yeah,
problem here.
these score runners, they just can't resist the gold.
Exactly. But back going strong. Schnitzel having more than 1 health, which is probably
was a
nice
nice
for him.
Combination of ripping the arrow into grabbing the ledge.
Some random explosions in the mine. Those are always fun.
Well, at least they normally happen off path, so nothing really.
Yeah. Normally it's in those, you know, double TNT blocked off
Yeah,
areas.
exactly.
But
Or
Schnitzel back
next
to
to
the
a shop
jungle.
or something.
And FatRat right behind him. They're still neck and neck because of their, you know, very close deaths.
Yeah, basically exactly the same moment. Like maybe a few seconds difference, but not that much.
Yeah, they're entering and exiting levels and, you know, being in the transitions at pretty much the same time. But the Dead are restless. Schnitzel continuing on the special level train. But as far as levels go, that was a pretty easy one for him.
Definitely.
Alright, and they're entering 2-3 at exactly the same time.
Would have considered using a bomb there in the beginning of FatRat's level.
It's true.
And looking at how the level played out in hindsight, that definitely would have been worth it. Also barely avoids the tiki trap there.
Yeah.
What a
Hindsight's
horrible
20/20.
level. Oh look, a snail right next to the exit.
Oh, perfect. Schnitzel taking advantage of the situation, definitely taking the lead.
Already used 2 ropes.
That's
But
true.
his health is looking better this time, and he dealt with 1 health for most of the seed on the previous run.
Yeah, he's gonna need
So-
to read the ice case pretty well, otherwise it's gonna be down to potentially 1 or 0 ropes here.
Yeah. I'll just use bombs or mine to avoid having to deal with that.
Team of the ice cave, Schnitzel has reached it for the 2nd time this race, and FatRat closely following behind.
Yeah, this is where he kinda is on the wrong side already. Mine doesn't help him.
But he makes it. I mean, he didn't have to use one of his ropes, which is good.
Wow, FatRat kinda missing his way down there. And is on the wrong side.
Yeah, he could have just taken those platforms and been at the exit, but
That cost a lot of time.
luckily you got a Yeti to replace the rope for him.
It's so catching the gems in mid-air again, score runners.
What a score runner. He's such a show-off. But both racers pretty close. I believe Schnitzel, yeah, is 1 level ahead right now, so...
FatRat is really conservative about his ropes. There were a lot of situations where he could have saved a few seconds by using one, and he still has 4.
Yeah, there's certainly
see
an
how
amount you
that works
have to
out for
value
him.
them, but you can't value them too much, because saving
Yeah.
time in a race like this, these two are fairly neck and neck for most of it. Anytime saves are good.
ropes at the very end of the seat, and it kinda means you could have used some at some point. His end is a tempo now. 2 health,
rat.
2 ropes.
Going to 3-4. Ooh, nice Anubis.
Yeah.
Opted to use a mine, which, good choice.
Weird layout with that alternate pass down there.
Yeah, that was
Helps
not the
him
regular
quite a
path
bit,
for
though.
sure. Most lucky, he could have just been trapped and had to deal with Anubis losing his landmine. Looks like there's gonna be a mummy nearby the exit, yeah.
And a swarm.
But we might have some dark temple potential here after that level. Let's see what happens. Alright, Snitchel lucks out.
Dark 4-2 on any kind of hair run is always a really nice sight to see.
Yeah. This will make it up for lost time though, getting a quick 4-2.
Yeah, this
FatRat.
seems to be the bit of the theme of the day.
Right.
Well,
Snitzel is back to 4-3. Oh!
Unless FatRat dies to a swarm.
FatRat gets swamped. Back to the mines for him. He only reached 4-2, so looks like Schnitzel's pushing the boundary. He takes the lead here on Olmec. He could win right now, but if he does die, he at least has the lead of the last level in the game. You know, during low percent.
Will you go for the safe Olmec fight or will you do it fast? Let's find out.
FatRat does have a chance to come back, but in 5 minutes he's going to need to be fast to reach Olmec.
So does go for rope. Not ropeless, but fast Olmec fight this fall. Oh. Oh, this is awkward.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, and it's over. He had to go to the other side.
Wrong when he didn't reposition Olmec there and couldn't go down after using the pause bomb basically.
However, Schnitzel still does have the lead for being at the farthest level so far, because FatRat did not reach Olmec quite yet.
That's correct. How much time does FatRat have left here?
4 minutes and 20 seconds.
That is probably not gonna be enough real time.
Yeah.
Like, even if he plays this insanely fast, it's just with the level transitions.
I think he
That'll
has
be
the
a
chance to
problem.
tie it. I think he has a chance to reach Olmec, but I don't think there's much of a possibility of him winning a run.
Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah, he won't be able to finish, but he should be able if he gets a decency to get there just in time.
I mean, so far so good with his pace. He's on a jungle 2-2.
I don't think he's gonna be aware of that, but that actually should change his game plan then. If he knows he just has to get to Olmec now, that means he can use all the bombs and ropes.
Yeah,
And that's
true.
about it. But I don't think he's aware of that.
Let's see.
So basically it doesn't really matter what Schnitzel does right now.
Yeah, it's unlikely that Schnitzel is going to affect what happens. He just has this Olmec lead that FatRat needs to try and beat. Oh, and that orange frog blew up the giant frog pudding. Oh, that's a silly little thing. Orange frog still being pretty frequent in these races. But FatRat's onto the ice skates. FatRat's not out. He still has the time to reach Olmec.
Yeah, actually he has more time than I thought he would have. 3 minutes now. So
Yes,
well,
2 mammoths here, and he does! But, whoa! He panics and flips back around, and that's gonna kill him. I think it's over. I don't think he's gonna be able to create some unbelievable world record pace
No.
at this point.
like, even if, again, with the level transitions, there's just much of real-time loss there. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, actually, it would have been fast enough to even still beat Olmec there.
Perhaps.
Maybe close, but with a decent seed, sure.
Looks like this round's gonna go to Schnitzel.
But he definitely needed to get to Olmec and didn't succeed there.
You know, I've definitely been there where you sort of do something and then you panic and go back and end up getting hit in the face for it. It's always so painful.
Yeah. Well, that's the first race of the day where we will not see a finished run.
Yeah, all Bum and Krill really just 3 wins in a row. I was
Yeah.
impressed.
And was it first seed? Well, kinda. Crow finished his seed that he reset early. And then...
Both of the other ones, I think, were their first seeds afterwards.
Yeah. And in a good time. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna let the timer run down, and I'm fairly certain that this one's gonna go to Schnitzel. Looks like our soundtrack is about to end as well, so I'm gonna reset it real quick.
Yeah, 90 seconds left, both in the mines, there's just no way. Well, FatRat enters the jungle, but there's just no way anything is gonna happen here.
Good job by both racers, though. 4-3 fight by FatRat, and Schnitzel made it to Olmec, ended up dying. We'll have to see what happens. I mean, it's not over for FatRat. This is 2 out of 3. I mean, Krill won the first race of his match versus Bum, and then Bum came back with 2 wins.
Exactly.
"40 seconds left. Let's see if either of them can beat the game in like 40 seconds real time. I'm doubtful."
Seems a bit unlikely. Maybe with the teleporter from the specialty shop if there is one? No, not even that.
Alright, last 20 seconds here. So this race is definitely gone to Schnitzel. Good job by both racers once again, reaching the temple. 4-3 for FatRat, and Schnitzel reaching Olmec.
FatRat getting the beehive out of his game for the next race.
It's pulling the BT! Alright, and that'll do it. So Schnitzel takes the first win. Congrats, Schnitzel. We're going to tell both racers to return to the lobby, and we'll get started as soon as we possibly can for the next races.
Oh, DC is here. Nice.
Oh, DC, you need to talk to me on Steam after this match is over, alright?
So yeah, non-finished run, but...
I mean, they both came very close. They were both on 4-3 at one point, ended up dying together. Alright, and Schnitzel finishing his run by pissing off Kali.
Yeah, going out with a bang. At all.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I mean, if it's anything like the first round between these two, it's gonna be pretty exciting.
FatRat really seems to like this cricket. Oh no, he's trading it for the little blue frog now.
No! I mean, I would personally take the Pingu, but...
Yeah, definitely takes the penguin. Then throw it into the abyss.
What? You jerk! Get out of this commentary booth!
You've seen them triggering mines before in inconvenient situations, they totally know what they are doing.
Listen, they're just putting you out of your misery on a terrible, terrible run.
Evil.
They are beautiful creatures with lovable faces. You just don't understand them.
Can't even see the face. Do they even have a face like...
They do have a face. Penguins have faces too, Pib.
I choose to not believe that.
Hey, at least we've got a good start. And the walls aren't shifting, I swear to god, these guys must be hacking. I thought the walls were always shifting, I guess I was wrong. Let's see how this race goes, though.
So far no one really has gotten a... Oh, well, that works for FatRat, taking arrow trap damage and resetting.
Ouch.
I was about to say no one has really gotten a just incredibly slow level and thereby being behind like one level already early on.
Yeah. It sucks to take an arrow trap early, and generally it's best to reset. I mean, Schnitzel went with it all the way to 4-3, having 1 health for most of the game, so I guess not.
Schnitzel decides to use a rope there instead of just... Oh!
He could have just pushed the TNT.
Yeah, but then there was a skeleton on the other side. Maybe he saw that and decided...
I suppose,
not
but...
go that way. It would have still worked, but I don't know. There goes... Oh no, that one was triggered. Nice to see.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have seen that. I would have used a rope there. Although then again, I'm seeing a small display that here,
yeah,
so...
that's probably our defense here. So Schnitzel having a clear lead now because of the reset, of course, but...
Yeah.
Still can't play it too slow.
By exactly 1 level, looks like. So it's nowhere near over.
Does your game plan change if you know you have to win 1 out of 2 remaining races? Does it mean you either take more risks or actually play it safe. The reasonings for both being made.
Yeah, there are some beats for Schnitzel. Chooses to avoid him, which is a good choice.
Yeah, but had to use a bomb for that, of course. And there are more bees. They just can't stay in their beehive.
Yeah. Of course, you can use a mine to replace that bomb, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, but then you also just really like your whip on the temple.
Yeah, that's true. You won't have your whip for most of the temple. It's a bit of a detriment, but...
FatRat getting frogged on the rushing water level.
Oh!
Was a lot of blood, but he lost 2 health there. Only would have regained like 5 if he had a Kapana there.
Yeah. And I don't know why these races aren't getting Kapala. I mean, it's not like it's low percent or anything.
Oh, what a lovely giant blue frog position.
Wow, that's like the king of the frogs right there. Holy crap.
You can actually go below him, he sees it
That was
now.
like a puzzle level right there. Just mess with your mind, thinking you need to go over, but there's really just cobwebs there that you can go through.
It was actually weirdly difficult to see, yeah?
Yeah, your Spelunky brain says, I need to deal with that blue frog. He is in my way. But then there's the little situation with cobwebs. But Schnitzel jumping over an orange frog that would have opened up his path and ends up getting killed by, I believe it was a tiki trap. So FatRat has the clear lead now, moving on to the ice caves.
FatRat is down to 2 health as well.
Yeah, that's true. See what goes down. And it looks like he's on the wrong side, but not to the point where he... Okay, yes, to the point where he has to use a rope.
Yeah.
Dang. Awkward arrow traps there for Schnitzel. Cost
Yeah,
him
and
some
the
time,
arrow trap
but
puzzle in the meantime.
Schnitzel has to rely on the fact that FatRat dies here, because FatRat has the lead. And if he reaches Olmec and win, then there's nothing Schnitzel can do about that.
Psychic presence, but it's not a long one, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Really is horrible if they go all the way to the left side of the level and then you have to use a rope to go down.
Yeah, it's pretty sucky. FatRat, looking at that altar. It's a great altar, I like it a lot. But now he's going back to the exit.
It's still on the mines, not
Yeah.
even getting good levels here, which would help.
Let's
Get
get
a
it
scrolling
scrolling.
level instead.
Didn't look like he had to go through the spider den, but still. Large
FatRat
horizontal chunk of the level.
always shooting the wrong side to go first on these
Yeah.
ice cave levels. Not like there was a way to tell, really.
Yeah, none of these ice caves levels are easy to read. There's no shops to give you an idea towards the bottom or anything like that.
Weird layouts in the temple.
Well, what did you expect?
Nancy jumping through the caveman there. Was kinda needed because otherwise Anubis with his bubbles would have been an issue.
Anubis continuing to cheer on our racers at the end of their levels.
Yeah, he likes to... It's not low percent hair run, so he obviously is always on your path now. That was a beautiful 4-2 level though.
Yeah, really nice.
We should ban straight down tempo levels.
Of course.
If someone finds a straight down tempo level, he just has to reset. Seems
There's
fair.
a
Also,
crocodile.
what we talked about yesterday.
Oh, and there it is. There's the stun. I mean, speaking of that, I was messing with Crocmen earlier, and there was the theory that, like, you could damage them twice at once. Like, right when they teleport and they'd get stunned. They actually cannot be damaged, like, at all, other than by lava. And even lava doesn't damage them, so... It might be just impossible to damage Crocmen. But, back to races.
Gets to Olmec.
Yeah, you mean FatRat.
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, FatRat's onto Olmec. It looks like he might take this one. Even if he
gonna
does
opt
lose.
for the safe strat.
Yeah, safe
which-
strat's definitely a good choice.
If he knows where his opponent is, yes, it's absolutely the right choice. Let's see if he pulls a buddy here.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like he's all good.
Schnitzel being stuck in a little Yeti loop, that's always
Oh,
fun.
no.
Has to reset. And yeah, there shouldn't be anything that can still go wrong for FatRat. You could
Yeah.
actually save more time there by jumping below Olmec after making her line to stomp downwards.
Yeah, but that'll do it. Just above 4 minutes for FatRat, and congrats to him for beating Olmec for this race. That's the first
Oh.
Olmec kill.
Another race that goes to the final deciding race here.
Yeah, so far so exciting. Bravo to both racers. Good job to Schnitzel and FatRat. But we're on to our third round now.
Really? Those weren't easy seats this time around.
Yeah, those were some pretty brutal seats. We saw lots of bees. And rushing water as well. So we're gonna get both of our racers back to the lobby, start this as soon as we possibly can, and we'll see who wins this round.
Oh, 3 rounds into overtime, so yeah. Ian Kinney went to round 3 as well, yeah. So was there actually only one race that was a clear 2-0? For Brute, I think?
Oh yeah, it was Brute and Group that went 2-0.
Yeah. But otherwise, 5 out of 6 races going all the way.
And these wolves just don't seem to shift anymore. That's unfortunate.
Timer is going. Yeah, the timer was going early already, it seems. Just below 14 minutes now.
It should have been fine. Maybe I made a mistake. I don't think so. I think we're fine, but it's not a huge deal.
We'll keep it in mind if this goes for long enough.
Yeah.
Was fixed? Alright. Wait. Goes in 1-3 with 4 resources.
Yeah. Pretty simple beginnings. Nothing too bad. No required ropes.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how often races are just really on the exact same pace. Even with the variance in levels.
Alright, well... Schnitzel's got the clear lead here, but only by a little bit. He's out of the jungle and FatRat's following him right afterwards, so... I believe Schnitzel has I Hear Rushing Water, and yeah, I am correct about that.
Not
but,
too bad of the levels though.
Yeah, he didn't have to go underwater.
Basically, yeah, that's the main. Well, or if you have enemies above when jumping out of the water again. Those are the main issues there. Plans to not use a bomb there would have saved a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, so far they're pretty neck and neck. Both on 2-2, Schnitzel's approaching the exit.
That was a horrible dead arrest this level.
Yeah.
Barely below the dark level threshold.
Apparently Schnitzel duped it, so duped it!
Came up with that now.
I don't know, some German dude. But Schnitzel about to finish 2-4, FatRat approaching
A
it.
lot of nails and bubbles there.
Yeah. Soundtrack, please.
These shallow levels are just ugh for FatRat here. Oh, speaking of snails and bubbles,
Oh yeah.
also really fun. And the boomerang guy got him right at the exit. He's still alive, but down to 1 health.
That was really close.
Wow, he got a syringe there.
Oh wow. Ooh, and Schnitzel's got a bit of a problem on the ice caves now.
Yeah, that's really have a nice way to go down. Hesitating there, but yeah, it just seems the way he has to go.
Yeah.
Not sure
Worked out
why.
though. Oh, did they just tie themselves up?
Nope, Schnitzel's still 1 level.
Oh
ahead.
yeah. Okay. Although FatRat is quickly trying to catch up here, and he's doing a good job.
Last results work out fine.
Looks like this race is going to mainly depend on the temples. Wow, that was some bonker stuff. This is some, I don't think there's been a moment where there hasn't been an explosion so far. Jeez, man.
Well, Schnitzel shouldn't have that many explosions in the tempo now. He does not have a mine, but still 4 bombs.
Yeah, he doesn't have the mine because all of the stuff exploded.
That's a fun position for. Oh my god, this is actually horrible. He has to wait out the mummy and deal with the Anubis at the same time.
Ooh.
Mummy is dead, has to use a rope to manipulate Anubis' position, and now he can go 20 seconds into the level at the very beginning, so
Yeah, he
basically
does have
there
3
goes
ropes.
all his advantage.
He does have 3 ropes still, and FatRat is not caught off, but the off-screen arrow trap, he's now down to 2 health. FatRat being at 1, this is really strange.
Yeah, these tempo levels. Yeah, okay, what do you do here if you are FatRat? What do you do here?
God, there's nothing he can do!
Schnitzel died.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't see it because I was paying attention
Yeah,
to
I
it.
was paying too much attention to FatRat. Schnitzel's down and into the mines. He was on 4-2, and FatRat's dead too! Oh my gosh.
Off-screen arrow trap? No, that was the previous hit for Schnitzel, right?
Yeah, that was the original thing that hit him.
Ridiculous. And
Schnitzel's a 4-2 lead now. Oh my gosh.
they just keep being on the same pace.
Well, they're really gonna die at the same time, I'll give them that much. That was the most bullcrap setup I think I've ever seen in my life for the temple. That's ludicrous. Every single direction was covered by the game.
He could have tried to jump in between the mummy vomits.
I think that's
Have
what he
fun
intended to
timing
do, but the timing was just so rough with all the different velocities on the freaking scarabs.
I'm not sure if it would have worked, but if he ropes up there, maybe he is actually above the mummy by enough so it doesn't shoot anymore.
Oh man, every single plane covered, above him, below him, to the side, it was ridiculous.
FatRat seems to be a bit flustered now, taking damage on 1-2 continuously.
Yeah,
this time not resetting
Schnitzel had
though.
just reset too, because he had gotten hit by spinning spider and then some arrow traps, so... You know, it's hard to recover from having to deal with such crap on a temple level. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think FatRat's
Temple's
watching
always
Schnitzel,
rough.
so he, in his mind, Schnitzel could be fighting Olmec right now.
Dying on the tempo always is rough, and it is just the most common situation in these races. Well, and dying on Olmec.
Yeah. Let's hope one of them can reach the temple again and at least get a kind of okay layout. Of course, we're not halfway through this round yet, so they still have plenty of time to get back.
Yeah, time is not quite an issue yet, as it was earlier.
Yeah, Golem, some of our racers are watching the others, but some of them don't have the bandwidth to do that, and we prefer their stream stays good as opposed to them having a really, really framey stream along with watching their competitor. But FatRat has returned to the jungle, Schnitzel following right behind, so let's see. Can these guys ever be more than a level apart? Like, for almost all of this race, they've been within a level of each other. It's been pretty crazy.
There goes the tiki trap.
That's, I believe,
to
10.
use a rope.
We've gotten double digits now. It's got a bit of an awkward layout, but still working with it. He's right behind FatRat at this point.
Yeah, he caught up quite nicely. FatRat is 150 into 2-4 and Schnitzel was 125 into 2-3, so... definitely making up some time there.
God, they're still right next to each other. This is insane.
Village.
And the Tiki Village to ruin Schnitzel's day. Oh, and his wife?
Nope, he
Oh
barely
my
made it out
gosh.
of there. But yeah, this is not looking too fun to deal with.
He didn't make it out alive, but that was not nice. He lost a lot of time and most of his health, so... Well, you've seen Schnitzel deal with 1 health before. Smells like wet fur. The game is just being unkind to Schnitzel right now, and it's over. A bit of fall damage takes him down. FatRat has the opportunity here to take this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but again, he needs to know whether he can play it safe or not. And we don't know if he knows that.
His resources are pretty good. His health is
He's down to 2 health.
somewhat of a problem.
Yeah.
Off-screen arrow trap could just ruin his run for him.
Example.
Oh, ooh. Crazy stuff going on FatRat's levels. But he gets a good exit. He's down to the temple.
Here we go again.
The Question is, will he beat the lead of 4-2 by Schnitzel? That's the question. He doesn't have to beat Olmec to take this lead, but
What
if he beats Olmec
actually
now, it'll be
happened
over. Oh!
What stunned him there? He
Okay,
used the mine to
he-
trigger the arrow trap and it activated off
He used the mine to trigger the arrow trap. The arrow trap hit a Hawkman into the distance. The landmine landed on the Hawkman. That triggered the arrow trap. Blew up the Hawkman and the original arrow, which was now blunt into his face, nearly giving him damage, but he avoids a bunch of enemies. That was kind of insane. He now no
Sounds
longer
about
has
right.
a mine, but he does still have 4 bombs.
I mean, he did totally get hired help there. That's
I
fair
mean,
game for low percent.
3 hired helps, do you know how useful that would be?
Yeah, like, what can go wrong with hired help on Olmec, for example? You don't even need to do anything yourself anymore.
Yeah, they'll just do all the work for you. They'll literally, they are some strong guys. They'll just pick up Olmec and throw him into the lava.
It's so back in the jungle and back in the Tiki village.
Oh yeah, a little bit kinder this time though. Everyone's got an interesting crush block situation. It looks like there's gonna be a
Zing.
bomb here, and that, I can't disagree with that.
Also skips half of the level that way. You could use another one here, decides not to. Has to jump through a mummy instead.
But you know, he doesn't. I was worried that Crocman might have taken away one of his
Wow.
last 2 bits of health, but
That's the
oh!
risk of being in between 2 lava pits like that.
And the lead is set to 4-3. FatRat does not win yet though. Schnitzel still has a little bit of time. 4 minutes. It's up to this run. If Schnitzel can win this run, then he takes it. But if he dies, it's over.
Or he dies on 4-3 and we go to overtime.
That's true. If he dies on 4-3, we have overtime. Alright, it's all up to Schnitzel. It's in his hands.
It's a really good time and basically 4 resources, 1 rope aside.
And he picks up a blue gem, that score runner.
His health.
Oh no!
That's unfortunate.
The mammoths may look warm and cuddly, but they're actually a bit painful. I would not recommend touching them like Schnitzel just did.
I mean, maybe that's the preference.
Well, I mean, Schnitzel's still got good pace. It's up to him. Of course, if the temples are anything like they happened today, then Schnitzel's probably gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess he's gonna get to 4-3.
Yeah, and then
And
set
then
it to overtime.
take
Do it
2 more
intentionally.
damage there.
Do it intentionally because he's watching FatRat just act like he accidentally died. Alright.
I guess FatRat could still get to Olmec in time, I'd probably not finish a seed anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't been giving FatRat credit. He does have a chance to reach Olmec, but I don't think he'll be able to beat Olmec within the time he's given.
Good time for Schnitzel, takes
getting the
damage right
temple.
away from a Scorpion.
Ooh, he's down to 1 health.
Yeah,
There's
Can't
absolutely
hit the guy.
no room for error now.
there's room for arrows though.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, mostly blunt though, so
Yeah, you
And of
probably
course-
just want to not deal with an Uber there.
yeah. Alright. He beats this level, he ties it, and if he beats the level after that, he takes the victory, or at least the lead. Because FatRat could come back! It's a really
Wasn't-
interesting situation here. There's
Wasn't
plenty of
FatRat
ways this
on-
could work out.
On 4-3 earlier, or was he on 4-2?
FatRat was on 4-3 when he died.
So yeah, Schnitzel needs to get to 4-3 to tie.
And he just did. Oh my gosh. He's at 1 health. There's still so much chance for him to just die here, but he could take the lead and go to Olmec.
He's with an arrow trap, not that easy to see.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Goes the upper way. And no, that's not the exit yet. He really doesn't want to go down there with the lava and everything. And the mummy. Gets to the Olmec fight though.
Takes the lead. He could win it now, or if he dies, FatRat has a chance to probably tie this up, maybe not win.
He only has 1 health and can't do the safe fight, so it's gonna be fun. Well, he could get the somewhat safe fight with 3 bombs. Which is apparently what he's gonna try. I agree with that.
Yeah.
With those weird gaps down there, is it already working? It should actually.
See what happens.
Figure this puzzle out now. Yeah, this definitely works already there. With that bomb position.
Yeah.
Just don't pick up the ropes on accident. Luckily the bombs are not gonna make them fly all over the place.
Alright, and it looks like this one's gonna go to Schnitzel. You begin the game with 4 health. If you run out of health, your expedition will come to an end. Rope Slayer, reach high ledges and descend safely into pit. What? Schnitzel!
Yeah. How often will we see this mistake? I mean, it doesn't matter, but still. Guys, please, practice your Omic fights. It's amusing, but you don't really want that to happen.
That's like the third or fourth time.
Fourth time, actually, yeah.
I've never done that. How often does that happen? Anyway, with the last 5 seconds of the race here, Schnitzel does win. Not with a super amazing victory, but with a pretty dinky Olmec stuck in a hole victory. Oh man. That was interesting. Nice ending there by Schnitzel. You know what? He's just a pacifist.
Yeah, or he knew that he would have it this way and decided to go about it this way.
That was a pretty funny ending. Bravo to both our racers. Congrats to Schnitzel for winning, but of course, FatRat is not out of the race. He's going to the losers bracket and still has a chance to win the whole thing and come back. But yeah, that was some pretty silly stuff. Some brutal layouts for both of the racers so far. Really, like, unkind seeds from Spelunky, but they played pretty well for what they got.
Correct.
And I think that's going to do it for this particular race. We'll be back in just a little bit. We're going to set up the next race, which I believe is Samots versus Elfshot. So, Samots and Elfshot, I believe, are both in chat. You two should get your streams ready, and hopefully we'll get the races started sooner than later. So we'll see you after the break.